Donald Trump's modern-day Gestapo is scooping folks up off the street.
Modern day cold soup.
He couldn't even say the word.
You like a vegetarian cold soup who rounds up Jews?
Yep.
They're modern day gazpacho people.
Adam Carolla here. Governor, why did you shut the beaches in California during COVID?
Yeah, I think we all were working on information at the time. We had no basis of deeply understanding the virus. I think they did the same thing.
So you didn't know
I know they
anything,
did the
so
same
why'd you
thing in
shut the
states
beaches?
Of Jasmine Crockett today, and then I realized there's this new kind of thing. It's like a performative confidence, and black women do it the best. Gay liberal guys do it real well too. Lebron, you have a daughter? Would you be happy that the cop shot the person who was about to gut her? If the answer is yes, then shut the f up.
I don't know if you guys are familiar with Adam Carolla. He used to co-host alongside Woke Behind Jimmy Kimmel on The Man Show back in the day on Comedy Central.
Good night, everybody. Now, girls jumping on trampolines. God bless you.
You know, Jimmy Kimmel, the woke Trump deranged loser who literally cried like a baby when Kamala Harris got cooked in the 2024 election.
Let's be honest, it was a terrible night last night. It was a terrible night for women, for children, for the hundreds of thousands of hardworking immigrants who make this country go.
We all knew that this was going to happen. Apparently Jimmy was, getting his news from unreputable sources because he apparently thought that Trump didn't stand a chance, I guess, which made absolutely no sense. But that aside, Carolla used to co-host alongside him, and it's crazy how they went so differently politically. Okay, you got loser Kimmel, and then you got based Carolla, because Carolla is definitely more conservative leaning, and today he absolutely torched crybaby LeBron James. That's his nickname for those who don't know. They call him Crybaby Bron because he's always whining on the court rather than just playing basketball. A lot of people don't even think that he would be considered a top player if he just wasn't so freaking tall. He as tall as these basketball players are, Crybaby Bron towers over the vast majority of them. You got to wonder if you took Michael Jordan's brain and put it in LeBron James's body, if this would be like truly the ultimate warrior in terms of basketball. But that aside, Carolla gets on him for being a crybaby as it relates to police brutality and police encounters in America, especially as it relates to the black community, but also unrelated to the black community, just any police encounters at all, because LeBron James is always crying about pretty much everything. He also gets on to Jasmine Crockett for being so performative and such a loser, something that many more conservative-leaning commentators have called out at this point for a couple years. I've definitely called it out multiple times on this channel, how this is just a performative loser. Without further ado, let's go ahead and react to Carolla here.
They're also insane, and these people are fucking criminals. I mean, what I mean, here's what I'm saying. When LeBron James gets out there and does all his fucking race hustle, he's ended up getting kids killed by saying the cops are hunting down people or black people or whatever. That causes the struggle. That cop, remember that scene about 4 or 5 years ago? The woman, teenage girl, was about to plunge a steak knife into another woman, teenage girl, and the cop shot her. And LeBron started complaining about the cop, not the fucking chick with the steak knife who was trying to gut her friend in a parking lot.
Sounds like Crybaby.
I don't know if he walked it back or not, but listen. Okay, let's just do a math. Do we need cops? Do we want cops? Do we need cops? Yeah, okay.
Of course.
Yes.
Absolutely.
All right. We have a society. We've somehow crafted a society where we need cops. Okay, so let's just check. Let's just go in order here. Right. Do we need cops? Yes. Okay, so everyone agrees on that.
Yes.
All right, if you take cops and you pull them back out of neighborhoods where there's crime, is there more crime or less crime? With less cops or more cops? Well, there'd be more crime if those cops were out there. Okay. Is there such a thing as a bad cop? Yes. Should we try? But they're bad accountants who embezzle. Yeah, there's bad versions of everything. Should we try to weed them out? Yes. Should we use training? Yes. We should use all. But to demonize cops, just sort of in general, it's insane.
Yeah, sort of racist against cops.
Yeah. LeBron James. Oh God.
He walked it back.
He doxed this guy.
Oh wow.
He said, "You're next." I mean, first off, cops don't get up in the morning thinking I'd like to shoot a young female. But if that young female is in the process of gutting another young female and you've yelled stop a few times and they don't seem to be paying any attention, then yes, that's what you do.
Now, everybody thinks that real life is like the movies. That's why you get guys watching fights and going, oh, he should have done this or should have done that. But the reality of the situation is when it's life or death, you have to make drastic decisions.
Well, let's just put it to you this way. Let's just say you had a young daughter and she's about to have a steak knife plunged into her gut.
Yeah.
Would you be happy if the cop shot the human being who was holding the steak knife, whatever, male, female, black or white? Was it LeBron? Would you have a daughter? Would you be happy that the cop shot the person who was about to gut her like a trout?
I mean, you already saw how this man reacted to Stephen A. Smith out here confronting him courtside. So, of course, LeBron James would definitely want his family to be protected. But that's the issue with a lot of these people as it relates to any of these topics. When it directly impacts them, there's a difference of opinion. Case in point, illegal migrants, these soft on crime policies. You know, Anna Kasparian is a prime example. Anna Kasparian, TYT, when she got mugged and a guy literally was trying to grape her, all of a sudden she basically turns into a card-carrying, MAGA hat-wearing conservative. Because she's like, wait a minute, maybe the other people who got mugged and graped, maybe they had a point, and maybe I didn't really care about it because it wasn't happening to me, and maybe I downplayed it. This is just how a lot of people are. I mean, I've never been like this, but this is how, you know, a lot of people, I guess, are just more selfish than I am, I guess. They're just real ish heads. And, of course, Crybaby Bron is like this. I mean, this guy's rich as hell, so he doesn't care anything about these policies. None of these people do. This guy was a staunch Kamala Harris, the cackling Kamala wannabe Black Harris supporter. So, of course, he doesn't care about anybody else except for him and his family.
Yeah. If the answer is yes, then shut the fuck up, you race hustler. I was watching a clip of Jasmine Crockett today, and then I realized there's this new kind of thing. It's like a performative confidence. And black women do it the best. Gay liberal guys do it real well too, where they just start shouting some stuff out. You'll know they're lying when they go, right, okay, right? Like when Joe Biden would say, no lie, man, seriously, man. That was always he was lying when he said that. Listen to Jasmine.
Joe Biden's was, and by the way, he's just, I don't know if it was just him lying or just losing his train of thought and trying to just go to something else because he could never stay on one point. Or maybe it was both. Maybe, you know, sometimes I think when people lie so much, they can't keep it all together. So rather than trying to continue to explain, they just kind of explain a little bit and kind of pivot to something else. And then they're still kind of concocting the lies. So they go back to the lie and give you a bunch of more details that don't make any sense, you know, but in their mind, they're like, hey, I've found a way to finagle this lie to where it makes sense to at least have the words come out of my mouth, maybe not actually be believed or digested by a majority of people. But I don't know. I mean, I don't lie like these people, so I don't think I'll ever quite understand how their brains work.
Crockett say nothing on Colbert's show. Watch the performance.
Doge is nothing but a cover-up. Like, it's a scam, kind of like...
Or what's the cover-up for?
For, Elon Musk? I mean, like...
What's the cover-up for?
Well, because, like, they made it seem like they were here to do good, but this was really just a matter of a bad guy coming in and saying, hey, I want this contract, that contract. And yes, I have a conflict of interest, but no worries. And while I'm at it, let me fire this person who has this many investigations that they're looking into for Tesla, this person who has this many investigations that they're looking into for SpaceX. Let me save myself some money while also enriching myself at the same time. It was a complete sham. This was never about government efficiency, because if it was, we would have started with defense, where now he wants to take the budget up to a whopping $1 trillion, and they have not been able to pass an audit in the last 7 audits.
So the people that are loaded with actual information and facts don't really sell it. Jordan Peterson.
I mean, well, quick question I would have about this. So Joe Biden was president for 4 years. Kamala Harris, the VP. Crockett has been in Congress. I don't know how long, but she's clearly been there for a while. So if the Department of Defense is a problem, why haven't y'all done anything about it? I mean, doesn't Congress have the power of the purse? I mean, why haven't y'all done anything about it? I think these are valid questions. I'm not even going to get into the BS, the lies that she's just saying about Elon Musk, because of course they're just going to make stuff up. But why didn't you guys? She's clearly pointing out that there's a problem with defense. They haven't passed audits. If they know that they haven't passed audits, the majority of those years were under Sleepy Joe. She said like 7 years. Okay, 4 of those were under Sleepy Joe. So what the hell happened during those years? I need to know. I need answers.
And doesn't really sell it. He just says it. The guys that actually have the information don't sell it. They say it, and then the people that don't have the information sell it because they don't have the information. But it's interesting. It's effective. And I think it's part of the new world order. That person really is animated by their beliefs and believes what they're saying, and then you kind of go along with it.
Who goes along with it? Certainly not me. I mean, hell, certainly not the Democrats. Jasmine Crockett just lost in a bid to secure a leadership position in Congress.
I went through the first leg of this race today, and there have been recent questions about something that just wasn't true, because I'm always loud and proud about everything that I have to say. But it did cause me some issues for sure. So I placed last in the recommendation from steering and policy. And so with that, I am not going full caucus for a vote tomorrow. And, you know, those that have decided that they want to stay in the race to pursue the position, I am going to gracefully bow out because it just kind of is what it is, right? Like it just is what it is.
Right. So her own Democrat constituents, the people who pretend to like her and pretend to care about and like black people, they didn't support her. They think she's a buffoon. She got 4th place. She came in last place. It was 4 out of 4, by the way. She came in 4th place. So they don't believe in her either. The people she lost to are no names. Look, I got the document right here. Robert Garcia, Stephen Lynch, and somebody named Queasy. How the hell do you lose to a guy named Queasy? I'm presuming this is a guy. I don't know who it is. I haven't looked everybody up. But I'd wager that a lot of people don't even know who these people are besides Robert Garcia and Crockett. 33 plus 15 is what? 48 plus 8 is 56 plus 6 is 62. So out of 62 votes, she got 6. So she got a 10th. She got a 10th of the vote. Man, what a loser. So yeah, all that performance action, all of that flicking the neck and snapping and trying to pretend like she going off, all this finger pointing, all of this nonsense and the weave and whatever she be doing with her eyelash. The eyelashes be looking outrageous. How thick them eyelashes be. All of that is not getting her anywhere. It's not getting her a higher position. She's gonna have to hope that she's got ignorant voters that's gonna like that, but the voter base that she's primarily appealing to is the most ignorant of the black community and the most ignorant that there is out there in general, who are, guess what, the people who don't even vote. So I'm not super duper pro police, but in general, I back the blue. Like there's been a couple times in my life where, hey, I needed some cops. Okay, I need some help. Okay, like people done robbed my place before. There's been violence. There's been all kinds of stuff that happened. I'm not gonna get into specific, but hey, the cops be needed sometimes. And there has been instances where cops were a problem. Okay, but it was only a few times. I would say majority of the time they have been helpful to me personally. So it just depends on the circumstance. And obviously I don't go causing problems for the cops. Obviously if I go and cause problems and act crazy and act like a little lunatic and get violent and get crazy and scream and scare the hell out of these, some of these trigger happy ones, then of course I might be in trouble. But if I try to freaking keep it cool and not act crazy around the people who literally have the guns and we're supposed to be so afraid of, then I mean, you sometimes you got to ask yourself if black people are being hunted down every day, then why are so many people in the black community and outside of the black community see all these videos of people acting crazy with the cops? And it's like, well, you don't seem too scared to me. But anyway, guys, let me know what you guys think. Drop a like on the video, subscribe to the channel if you're new. I appreciate you watching the Black Anomaly Rising channel. I'm out.
If Trump took a picture of himself cuddling up to a Labrador puppy, then Democrats would film themselves kicking Labrador puppies and put it up on the internet. He's baiting you. People like Labrador puppies.
Yeah.
And now you've taken a stand against Labrador puppies.
Yeah.
We're here to have good policies that help the country, not do a knee-jerk reaction to the opposite of whatever Elon says.